Welcome to ABC Interactive English. I am Shane.
And I'm Nina. So, we talked about the Bedouins before, right? So
Right.
the people of the desert. But this is part 2.
Okay.
You remember how they used to, they move around? They don't really have a home, right?
Right.
They don't have one place where they stay.
Yeah.
So, that actually made me wonder, what are they like when they meet new people?
Oh.
Like, are they welcoming
Yeah.
or do they want to avoid them?
That's an interesting question. And it makes me think of the French.
The French?
Yes. When I went to France, it was like they thought of me as like I'm like a bad guy invading their country.
Really?
They didn't make you feel welcome at all. You really feel like they want you to leave.
Oh, you went to Paris?
Yes.
Okay, me too,
So
actually.
was it the same?
Yeah, I had a similar feeling, but I heard it's only like that more in the big cities, so Paris, because maybe there are a lot of tourists.
Maybe that's why. It's not like in Taiwan.
Yes.
In Taiwan, you feel like you're a superstar when you are a foreigner here.
Yes,
right?
they're very welcoming, right?
They treat you really well. Yeah, so I'd be curious. Maybe we'll find out about this when we learn more about the Bedouins in today's lesson.
All right.
Family is very important to the Bedouins. They will do anything to keep their women and children safe. So, they will keep strangers out of their tents, right? Wrong. Bedouins actually welcome strangers. They treat the new people really well. They feed them and let them stay in their tents for 3 days.
Okay, Bedouins, people of the desert, part 2.
Yes, let's continue. Family is very important to the Bedouins.
Oh, okay.
That's good to know.
Is family very important to you?
Extremely, actually. I think
Yeah.
especially in Asian culture as well, families are very, very close, right?
Right.
And in Indian culture, we have cousins of cousins and aunts and second cousins, third cousins, and we're all very united as a family.
Yeah, it's like we have really big families.
Yes, very big.
Like in America, our families are always really small.
Ah.
Of course, family is still important, but we don't have a lot of
Like-
family members, people in the family.
Or you don't really spend too much time with
Right.
distant family,
Yeah,
right?
or if
relatives.
when you grow up, after you're 18, sometimes you don't see your family for a long time.
Yeah, that's very true.
Okay, keep going, sorry.
They will do anything to keep their women and children safe. Okay, so they're very protective, right? They take care of their family. It's very important to them.
Okay.
So they will keep strangers out of their tents, right?
Yeah, you
I
would
wonder.
think so. I mean, you want to protect your family. You're
Yeah.
not going to allow strangers to come inside your tent with you.
Yeah, strangers could be weirdos.
That's not very safe. So
Yeah, it's safe.
safe is an adjective. It means you are free from danger.
Ah, so it's the opposite of danger.
Right. So, for example, you can say, I feel very safe at home with my mom and dad. Right?
Yeah, because they'll protect you. All right. And stranger is a noun. So it just means someone that you don't know.
Right.
Yeah, because if you don't know somebody, you don't know if you can trust them, if they will be nice, or they want to do something bad.
Yeah.
That's why they sometimes say stranger danger.
Oh, right.
Yes.
When I was growing up in school, they teach you to, if a stranger comes to talk to you, you shouldn't talk to them if you don't know
Yes.
them, right?
Yeah, that's
Stranger
true.
danger.
Especially if you're younger. So an example sentence would be, my mother always warned me not to talk to strangers.
That's very good advice.
Yes, it
Okay,
is.
so they will let strangers into their tent, right? Wrong.
They wouldn't let, wrong, they wouldn't.
Would allow. Well, they will allow people
Exactly.
into their tent. So you're
Okay.
wrong that they won't,
Exactly.
because they will. So Bedouins actually welcome strangers.
That's surprising. Okay.
They treat the new people really well. That's interesting.
Kind of like in Taiwan, they're very nice to strangers too, right?
Yeah, but I
Probably
guess
very
it
nice.
makes sense because a tent it's really just your home. So if a stranger, they come across some stranger, they're not going to be mean to them. They will just be very welcoming. So please come in my tent. You can eat some food.
In worst case, they can always move their tent, right? Maybe that's why as well.
Okay, so they treat them, right?
Very well. So they treat. Here, it's used as a verb. To treat someone some way is to behave towards someone or deal with something in a particular way. Like, if I treat you well, I would always be nice to you. I'd bring you a snack when I see you. And if I don't treat you well, I would probably punch you every now and then.
I want you to treat me well.
Okay, I'll treat you well.
We also have treat as a verb, which means to pay for somebody's food, right?
Yes.
So I will treat you to dinner tonight.
Yay! I'm so happy.
Yeah, it will be a very nice treat.
Yes.
So you can use treat as a noun
as
too,
well,
right? And a treat just means like something like
something nice, like a snack or
something that's not your normal food that you eat for a meal, but maybe some ice cream or a lot of desserts.
It's usually something that makes you feel good, right?
Okay. So here, to treat is what you said,
yes.
right?
So an example sentence would be, my parents treated us all the same when we were kids.
Okay.
Is that the same for you?
I was an only child.
Oh, really?
So I got treated very well.
Of course you did. No, I have one brother and one sister. And my brother got treated the best by my dad because he was the only boy.
That makes sense.
All right, continuing. They feed them and let them stay in their tents for 3 days.
Wow.
They must have a really big tent.
So they feed them. So to feed means to give food to somebody. So they offer them food, they will eat with them, give them drinks.
Let them stay and sleep over.
Wow, so they're very welcoming, right?
Yeah, that's actually really nice.
Yeah, okay, so they sound like a really nice group of people.
Yeah, so let's learn more about them after the break.
After the break, okay.
Bedouins want their guests to feel at home. When they are good to their guests, they honor Allah, and Allah will be good to them. Bedouins are very special people.
Welcome back. So we learned that the Bedouins, before the break, we learned that they let guests stay in their house for 3 days.
Yes.
Or not their house, their tent. It's not a house, it's their home.
Yes.
Right? So they live in tents and they allow these strangers to come into their tents and stay for 3 days.
Wow.
I wonder why it's 3 days. What if can they stay 4 days or 2 days?
I mean, I would say probably, yeah, you know, if they feel comfortable with them. But 3 days is usually a lot to let a stranger stay in your house, isn't it?
It's a lot for somebody that I know to stay in my house. I don't really like having guests stay with me. I think because I have what I like to do each day or each night. I have my routine.
Yes.
And when my routine gets messed up, it makes me uncomfortable.
Also, it's mainly inconvenient, right?
Yes.
It's not
and
convenient.
you have to keep your house clean before the guests come. That's not very easy.
That's true. I mean, I like having guests over. I sometimes have like dinners or, you know, a friend maybe stays over. I think it's nice.
Do you like to throw parties?
Yeah, I think it's
lots
fun.
Of guests?
I mean, as long as they fit in the house.
Okay, but you don't
mind
mind cleaning up after them? Whenever I have guests in my house, I have to wash all of the dishes and clean everything up. I'd rather be a guest.
That's true. I mean, but every once in a while, I think it's nice. And if you have nice guests, they offer to help. So it's not that bad.
Okay.
All right, so continuing with Bedouins. Bedouins want their guests to feel at home. Okay, so they're very welcoming. They want their guests to feel like they're just at their own home.
All right, so we're using this word guest a lot. What is a guest?
So a guest is a person who is like maybe staying with you or a person that you invited to a party maybe.
Okay.
That's my guest. For example, if I have a wedding, I'll invite guests.
Oh, okay. Yeah. And if you are visiting from another country,
yes,
you could say that you are a guest in that country. So I'm a guest in Taiwan.
Yeah.
But not anymore because I live here forever. But if my friends come from America, they will be a guest here.
Yeah, usually if you're a guest, you're at a place that is not your home.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
So continuing. When they are good to their guests, they honor Allah. And Allah will be good to them.
Oh, I see.
Do you know who Allah is? It's
Yes.
not just some guy named Allah.
No, Allah is the God for Muslims, right?
Exactly. So they're Muslim people and their God is called Allah.
And they believe that they need to be nice to their guests. Need
Right.
to be nice to people.
So that's something that in their religion, it's very important to be kind and friendly to people that you don't know, guests, strangers. And they want to do this to honor their God, Allah. What does that mean, to honor somebody?
So an honor is a verb. It means to show great respect to someone or something.
Okay.
Yeah, so an example would be, he was honored for his bravery. So other people said, oh, you did a very good job.
Yeah.
We respect you and we honor you.
Okay.
Okay.
Finally, Bedouins are very special people.
All right.
I agree. They
Yes.
are very unique, very special people. I'd love to go and meet some Bedouins.
Yeah, that'd be so cool just to learn about the way they live their lives in the desert. They change homes.
I
they live
wonder
in
if
tents.
you can buy that kind of a vacation package.
Oh, an experience?
But you can only stay with them for 3 days, so it will be a short vacation. Okay, well, I learned a lot about the Bedouins.
Me
and,
too.
And I hope you did too.
All right. Bye, guys.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Family is very important to the Bedouins. They will do anything to keep their women and children safe. So they will keep strangers out of their tents, right? Wrong. Bedouins actually welcome strangers. They treat the new people really well. They feed them and let them stay in their tents for 3 days. Bedouins want their guests to feel at home. When they are good to their guests, they honor Allah, and Allah will be good to them. Bedouins are very special people.
Hello, I'm Tina. 我们来看一下这课的重点单字。第一个 safe， 形容词，安全的、平安的。I don't feel safe in Danny's car. 我坐 Danny 的车感到不安全。下一个单字 stranger， 名词，陌生人。Monica is good at talking to strangers. Monica 擅长跟陌生人说话。下一个单字 treat， 动词，对待。Bob treats his parents very badly. Bob 对他的父母非常不好。下一个单字 feed， 动词，给谁提供食物。它的三态是 feed, fed. Let's feed the children first and have our lunch after. 我们先喂饱孩子，再吃我们的午餐吧。接着我们来看重点文法。第一个 A keeps B out of C。A 使 B 远离 C。Out of 表示在什么之外。我们来看看下面这个句子。We need to keep the cats out of this room. 我们得让猫咪们远离这个房间。下一个文法 feel at home， 感到自在。字面的意思是说感觉像在家里，引申指的是感到自在不拘束。我们来看看这个例句。I'm already feeling at home in a new class. 我们在新班级里已经感到很自在了。最后一个文法 A is good to B。A 对待 B 很友善。Good 在这里指的是友善的、好心的。我们来看看这个例句。Eric is very good to his neighbors. Eric 对他的邻居很友善。以上就是这一课的重点单字跟文法，我们下一课再见喽，拜拜。
Hi everyone, I'm Stephen.
I'm Jamie.
We're going to play a game called Guess the Bear, where each of us has 3 words or phrases on these cards. We're going to read 2 sentence examples for each one, but instead of saying the word, we're going to say the word bear instead. And Jamie only has 1 minute to guess all 3. So start the timer right now. Let's go. All right, this is an adjective, 1 word. Number 1, that roller coaster looks dangerous. Is it bear, Number 2, the refugees looked for a bare place to hide.
Safe.
Nice. All right, this is a noun, one word. Number 1, my mom always told me to never talk to bears. Number 2, I knew you would laugh. I haven't seen my brother in a long time. He's practically a bear.
Stranger.
Yes, no, he's literally a bear. All right, this is a phrase, 2 words. He is bear everyone he meets. Number 2, grandma taught me to be bear other people.
Nice to or kind to?
Close. Keep going.
Polite to?
What else?
Respectful to?
Less complicated. Less.
Good to?
Good. That's it.
Wait, really?
Yeah, he is good to everyone he meets, and grandma taught me to be good to other people. Good job, Jamie.
Okay, thank you.
Good job.
All right, are you ready?
Yes.
All right, one minute go. One word, verb. The golden rule is to bear others kindly, and he bears everyone with respect and courtesy.
Treat.
Yes, very good. All right, one word, verb. The charity bears the homeless in their soup kitchen, and please don't bear the animals when you go to the zoo.
Touch.
Not quite. Please don't bear the animals when you go to the zoo. Yes, good. Okay. 3 words, phrase. My host family really made me bear. And I want all my guests to bear when they visit me.
Take off their shoes. What? I don't know. What? Can you say it again?
My host family really made me bear. And I want all my guests to bear when they visit me.
Oh, when they come to your house, you're like, make yourself at home. So feel at home.
Good. Yay. Yeah.
Some people overstep that. You're like, make yourself at home. It's like, okay. And then like they put their feet on your like table or they. Yeah. So you still have to like, don't do too much.
Yeah.
You can't literally make it your home.
Yeah. Just like feel at someone else's home.
Yeah. Don't do that. It's rude. Rude.
See you next time.